the night in the NBA playoffs, Hawks and Knicks, Game 2. Trae Young was the hero/villain of Game 1, depending on who you ask, and he picked up right where he left off last night. Second quarter, Hawks up 9. Just watch Young here. Up, under, and good. He had 13 at the break. He had 20 at the break. The Hawks are up 13. Now under 3 to go in the third. The Knicks working their way back. Reggie Bullock, yes, ties it at 72. And the fans losing their minds. A minute later, we are still tied. Julius Randle struggles in Game 1. Knocks this one down. Knicks a 1-point lead after 3. Early fourth we go. Knicks lead is 4. And watch Obi Toppin. Up he goes. And down he throws it. Toppin with a big night. His mom going crazy as the fans were chanting his name. Under 5 to play, tied at 91. How good has Derrick Rose been? He had 26. Knicks take the lead. About 3.5 to play. Same score. Bullock again up and good. Trae Young had 30, but it wasn't enough. Knicks win at 101-92. That series is tied at 1 game apiece. We'll get back to it in a moment. But the big incident of the night took place in Philadelphia. Russell Westbrook. Wizards looking to even the matter with the Sixers. They wouldn't be able to do that, but this is the story. You will see Westbrook. This is early fourth quarter. His team down 17, and Westbrook is down. He will not be getting back up. And as he leaves the floor, take a look at this idiot dumps popcorn on him from the stands. The good news, after Westbrook had to be restrained from going up there, is that other fans identified the person who dumped the popcorn. That person was ushered out. Ben Simmons scored 22. The Sixers won, but that didn't seem like the story.
To be blatantly honest, man, the is getting out of hand, especially for me. Just the amount of disrespect, the amount of just fans just doing whatever they want to do. It's out of pocket, man. It's out of pocket, seriously. Like, any other setting, I'm all for the fans enjoying the game and having fun, and, it's part of sports. I get it. But there's certain things that cross the line. And any other setting, I know for a fact that fans, and they wouldn't come up, and a guy wouldn't come on the street and pour popcorn on my head because he know what happened.
So some things should go without saying, but we'll take a moment to say them anyway. My uncle Seth Greenberg, no relation, is here, and Big Perk gets up with us this morning as well. And Kendrick, I'll just start with you. When you see something like that happens, what are the first words you want to say this morning?
I mean, it's disturbing, Greeny, and it's just not cool. When you look at the situation, we come out there, guys come out there as a former athlete, as a former NBA player. You come out there to perform and do a job, but you also come out there to give the people what they want. And when people treat you like this, it's just not cool. But the most important thing that I'm proud of is the fans around them that pointed the guy out. That shows a lot. Like, you have to have those fans and people, those other people that are not afraid to call them out and tell them that's not acceptable. And the league have to take action. The league has to have more security, and do their job, because like Russ said, especially with me, if you saw this 6'10", 320-pound body frame, would you do that to me in the streets?
Point well made. Uncle Seth, what do you think?
I think the person has to be prosecuted, because here's the thing. In society today, everything escalates. So one day it's popcorn, the next time it's a beer. Next time a guy might have a battery or a phone and drop it down, and it's basically assault. It might be popcorn. It's not going to hurt him. There's got to be a safe haven for players. They've got to be protected. And if they're not protected, you have an issue, because all they're doing is out competing. Fans, I'm all for fans. I'm all for fans being engaged in a game. But if you cross the line, basically kicking the guy out is not enough. You've got to send a message saying this type of behavior is unacceptable. It's great pointing people out, but there's got to be a consequence. Look, it could be a charge that's going to be dropped. Obviously, that person should not be allowed in the arena again. But you've got to send a message, a clear message to others that this type of behavior is unacceptable, because the next thing, it's going to be a beverage. The time after that, it might be a battery. Who knows? Look, I've played in arenas where we've had things thrown at us, whether it's coins, whether it's batteries, whether it's other things. So you know what? They need to send a message.
Yeah, look, I mean, we've said it a million times. just because you paid the price of admission doesn't mean you get to check your humanity at the door. Again, some things should go without saying, and yet it feels like we constantly need to say them. That said, let's go back to the first game that we showed there. Seth, I'll start with you. Knicks, Hawks, even at a game apiece, very evenly matched series in so many ways. Who's going to win and why?
Yeah, right now I'm going to say Atlantic have more ways to score it. The Knicks have a chance, and this is how the Knicks have a chance. Look, you cannot let Trae Young beat you, plain and simple. You've got to get the ball out of his hands and make it hard for him to get back. You got to make someone else make shots and make plays. If the ball's in his hands, you know what he showed? Great patience, great poise. Obviously, everyone talks about the logo range. Logo range is out. What he's doing is he's making the game easier for everyone else. So what you've got to do is you've got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands. They did that the last 5 minutes of the game. The second thing is Derrick Rose, you got to play 35 minutes. Because if you have Elfrid Payton on the court and you have Nerlens Noel on the court at the same time, you're playing 5 against 3. And they're just going to load the box and give all that help on Julius Randle. And finally, get the ball to Julius Randle in the middle of the floor, where all of a sudden, if you help, he's kicking it out. You get it to him on the side, and Kendrick knows they're just coming to help.
Big Perk, same question to you. One apiece is the score in the series right now. Who's going to win it and why?
I got the Hawks. I got the Hawks winning because they have more offensive firepower. When you look at a guy like Trae Young, obviously he can give you 25 or 30 a night, but they have others. They have Bogdanovich. They have Lemon Pepper Lou, who's coming in off the bench. Herder could shoot the lights out. But look, John Collins had 0 points last night. This is a guy that has been averaging 18 and 8 throughout the regular season. He won't have that type of performance at home. Also, Clint Capella, and we all know, even you, Coach Seth, is that when you go home, role players play better in front of their home fans. So I'm expecting Atlanta to win this series.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.